Hello, my loves. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Let's talk about the run-up to eclipse season, which we are currently in. The moon is waxing its way to the full moon eclipse in Pisces on the 17th. It is just about a week and a half away. The moon is currently in Libra, and we're just coming up on the quarter moon this time next week. So the moon is I think probably 10% full. I didn't check before this, but the moon is really just started to wax, coming off of the new moon in Virgo that we had. It feels like time is flying. Mercury station has made everything feel a little bit wonky. It's been the Mercury station from hell, kind of, to be quite honest with you. What's going on, my loves? Hello, Samantha. Hello, Shell Astro Yoga. Hello, hello. Happy Thursday. So today we had, I guess it was yesterday, actually, technically. Yesterday, September 4th at 3:46 p.m., Mars entered Cancer, which was significant. This was a big highlight of September because Mars is going to be here for quite a while. Mars will later turn retrograde in Cancer towards December, and it'll be there until a few months into 2025. So starting now, we want to notice any shifts in our energy levels. We want to be mindful of where Mars is in our birth chart. For me, Cancer rules my 10th house. So I want to pay attention to my relationship to my energy, my daily flow, my daily routines. In particularly, I can see this reflected in my work life and my literal productivity. So I think Mars in Cancer, while this planet is in detriment here, this is the planet of the warrior coming into Cancer, the sign of healing and nurturing and intuition. We want to get resourceful and creative about how we get things done. While the warrior is in the moon's house, we can't keep being the warrior. We can't keep smashing around and doing stuff. The way that we can be in our power and be the warriors that we are is by following the moon's rules, by allowing ourselves to go through cycles, to wax and wane, to have times where we're out and bold and vibrant and want to be seen and heard, and times where we're totally inward and retreat and go dark. We're allowed to have high highs and low lows. Always. We're humans. We're not robots. That's why we have the moon. And the moon is such a big part of our chart, our astrological makeup. But while Mars is in Cancer, especially for such a long period of time, an exceptionally long period of time, we have an opportunity to step into the role of our own healer and really think about how we want to manage our inner warrior and how we want to incorporate our emotional self-awareness into our fucking day, because we gotta be self-aware. The more self-aware we can be, the more compassionate we can be towards ourselves, the more power we have while Mars is in Cancer. How are y'all doing? Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Kim. My favorite people are here. I love it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Hello, Patrice. Hello, the Bex Files. How are we doing on this Thursday? So the moon is in Libra as we're coming into this weekend, and it's going to be there for the next couple of days. I believe it just moved into Libra today. Again, I didn't check. I'm not on my Moon Watch 5000 today for a change. But yeah, the moon is in Libra, and it's going to be there for the next little while. And it's waxing. So this weekend, do what you can to have a little bit of weekend vibes. The moon in Libra wants balance. It wants harmony. It wants order. It wants beauty. And it wants for things to look and feel nice. So maybe buy yourself a bouquet of flowers this weekend. Do a little cleaning. Restore the order and the balance in your life. Buy a new lipstick. Do your nails. that is not superficial when the moon is in Libra. It matters a great deal. It matters a great deal. That's been something that I've been talking about with people lately. Things that we automatically think are superficial or vapid, like beauty and things like that. That doesn't need to be so. It doesn't need to be so when we're working with astrology. It can actually mean a great deal. It can actually mean a great deal to prioritize things like appearance and clothing. My God, for some of us, that can be a very important way of expressing ourselves and our identity and our soul's gifts in this lifetime. That has been coming up as a thread of conversation with my clients lately. Like, I was talking to someone with a lot of Taurus placements, and I was like, food is really important for you with a lot of Taurus placements. And, you know, it can mean a lot. It can mean a lot about how you move through your life and what motivates you. And like, astrology gives us permission to be fully ourselves. And some things are not a big deal to others, but they're a big deal for us. For some people, if you have a second cup of coffee in the morning and you become unhinged and you're like, why can other people do this and I can't? Then it's a big deal for you. It's a big deal for you. It's very practical to acknowledge that. And astrology is just a beautiful way to do that. I just felt called to say that. Julia, yes, you know, the self-expression is so much more than surface. So much more, right? My God. Lindsay, oh my God, I just want to spray tan and make my hair blonder. My energy is hot fire flames. Yes. You can't, like, your energy doesn't lie. Your energy's not going to lie. It matters. It matters if it matters. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. That's fine. Maybe it does for someone else. That's cool. Anyways, let's pull cards. As we're coming into this weekend, it's Friday tomorrow. It's Virgo season. We are in the run-up to eclipse season. If we're not feeling it already, we will very soon. So let's see what we need to know. Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles. What I think we would be wise to do coming into this weekend is make a plan for ourselves to just take a moment to actually unplug from your week, whatever mode you've been in for the week. Step back. Seven of Pentacles says step back from your labor. Look at what you've done. Take stock of what's growing, what's not. I think this weekend is a great weekend to give ourselves a break from what we've been doing. To let go of what we've been thinking, like what thoughts need a rest this weekend, and to just go easy on ourselves so that we can move easy into eclipse season. September and October are big months of change in the astrology. We're starting a new 2-year series of eclipses and starting to end the previous 2-year series of eclipses. This is a very liminal time and space, this season of the witch. And this moment, as the moon is in Libra, and we're very aware of the balance and harmony in our lives and how things feel, to just pause and consider, okay, knowing that I'm coming into a period of potentially change where I'm going to notice some signs, synchronicities, openings, closings, doors will open, doors will close, change. How do I want to set myself up for success? What if you knew that on the other side of this eclipse season, by the middle of October, you were going to be hitting the ground running in your next 2-year chapter? If you knew for sure that all of the blessings that you've been working hard for over the last 2 years were to like manifest, all the seeds that you've been planting What if they were to all manifest? What would you need in place? Maybe you might need a clean house. Maybe it might need some fresh nails. Whatever it is. I think this weekend is a great weekend to just acknowledge the shifting of the season. We're really out of summer. Almost, right? Technically, it starts officially on the 22nd. The 22nd at 8:43 a.m., according to the Cafe Astrology site. But it really feels like that, right? And I think that this is a moment to get a little bit ahead of ourselves, because we don't want to stay stuck in our mind. We don't want to stay bringing the old patterns, the old thoughts, the old worries, doubts, the old, no, dead end, no solutions, That's not good. We don't want to bring that forward. And we have a choice to say, okay, that doesn't serve me. That particular thought has been keeping me up at night. And I'm going to step into my power here because Mars is in Cancer and my warrior is on board with the moon's rules. So I'm dealing with my inner healer and my inner warrior, and they're coming on the same page here. And we're strategizing while the moon is in Libra. And we're saying, I am making the executive decision to take this thought that might be helpful and move, and it's going to help me moving forward. And this is not. What do we want to take forward with us into this magical season of transformation? Fall equinox, equal day, equal night. We're coming into such a magical compartment of the year. And we can't feel it yet in the way that we forget what summer feels like when we're in the dead of winter, and we forget what winter feels like when we're in the dead of summer. When we start feeling that energy of the shifting of the seasons, the quickening of the pace and the light and the early nights, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, and the very exceptional, rare astrology, when we start feeling that, we'll start feeling it. But I think what we want to do now is get prepared for quarter four, right? Like late September, October, November, December. It's going to be here before we know it. And we are going to rise to the occasion because we have our shit together and we are the Knight of Pentacles. We're on a mission. We know what we need to do. We know we need to do this, this, and this to make this, this, and this, and meet whatever it is. But just pause on the journey here. Pull over, take a beat, and say, what do I really want my fall season to look like? What do I really want? Know that you're safe to ask that question. You're safe to ask that question. You're safe to dream big and have beautiful wishes and hopes and dreams. And they're possible for you, even though it might not seem like that right now. With the Nine of Swords, we feel like we're very kind of like held down, almost like oppressed by thoughts, by ideas. And whether our fears or worries are like valid or not, we can be sure that we're not going to help anything by keeping them in. We're going to support ourselves in moving through something by taking action, which is the realm of the Pentacles. One step at a time. And when we have that plan, the Knight of Pentacles needs the plan. It needs the mini milestones en route to the bigger goal. That's the Knight of Pentacles, very Taurus, one foot in front of the other. When we have that plan and we feel confident in it, when we feel supported by, I need to do this here, I need to do that then, this, and this. It all adds up. When we can feel confident in that plan, that's when there's no stopping us. That's when there's no stopping us. Truly. Because the Nine of Swords is like, just get out of your head for a moment and back into the body. Because that's step one. That's step one. Get out of crisis mode. Stop taking on the weight of the world. Because the weight of the world isn't solved in one step. You have to break it down. Like, what's really going on here? What's really going on? What thoughts do I want to take forward, and what does not make sense? What's not helping me? What's not true? And what do I just want to acknowledge that this is something that I need to support myself with, if it's something that you need to. But we can be sure that worrying will never help us in literally any way. Literally any way. Don't worry. We have too much to do. Too much to do as we turn over the soil of our lives from season to the next. So swords, pentacles, ace of wands on the root of the deck here. A little bit of fire magic can go a long way. A little bit of inspiration, a little bit of a good music moment, a little bit of a little hit of inspiration, like a little purchase, a little look, a little exchange, a tiny little burst of fire energy, passion, excitement, dreams, inspiration. That will go a long way. And as we're thinking about shifting over into a very new season, a season of change, turning over the soil of our life and making a plan for how we want to move forward, know that you don't need to see the whole thing. You don't need to know this is what I'm going to do then, and this is the milestone I'm going to hit here, and here, and have your whole next 5-10 years planned out. I don't think that's what's going to help us here. What's going to help us here is really being intentional about our desires. What do I want to do? What do I just want? What do I know for sure? I know for me, I have tried to plan my life for long stretches of time. And I've toiled and spent hours and hours on end to strategize perfect plans. I am a Virgo moon. I would love to have nothing more than 1000% security in my life. Trust and believe. But at the end of the day, it never works. It doesn't work for me. Maybe it'll be different one day. I don't know. It hasn't been that way for me. And so what am I going to do? Continue to try to strategize until the friggin' cows come home? No, because it doesn't work. Because my fire fizzles when I'm carrying out those plans, and I see that I'm not getting feedback, and I lose the fire, and then I'm like, why am I doing this? Because I thought it was a good idea at one point. We want to take action that feels inspired, because when we're taking action that feels inspired, that's when we're co-creating with life and we're present. We want to be present. And so what do you need to do to be present as you move forward into fall and this very magical season? Whatever's too heavy, whatever's lifeless, whatever's draining your energy, the kind of dead fruit that's been hanging on the tree, get it out. Let it be compost. And get on your horse. Give the horse a rest. Give the horse some apples, so that you can move forward and be really in touch with your fire energy. What's the dead weight that you're cutting off? What is it? Do it this weekend. I know for me, I'm going to clean out some closets. Again, this might seem superficial to just say it. I'm going to clean out some closets. But damn, our closets are so connected to our identity and how we feel. It matters for our energy. And I think what we want to be mindful of is what matters for our energy moving into the second half of September. Where do you need to give yourself permission to give it a rest a bit? And where do you need to pay more attention? Adding and subtracting with the moon in Libra. Excellent opportunity to do that this weekend. Your witchy mom, Lauren, says, Kate, you're speaking to my soul, ready to launch into the next 2-year cycle. Yes, ma'am. Ready or not, we are doing it. And I'm excited. Thankfully Fleeting, what's up? Those 2 cards feel like my work situation right now. Yeah, I feel you. Samantha says, it's triple-digit degrees in SoCal. I'm ready to feel the change in season and wear an earth-toned flannel like you. Oh. It's going to feel so good when it comes, my love, because it feels damn good for me right now. Simply Skull Cleaning says, that's the exact energy I'm in right now. Yep. Shu Speedu says, Swedish death cleaning technique is a game changer. Oh my gosh, I'm so curious. Tell me more about that. Swedish death cleaning technique? Wow, I am curious. Chelsea says, I can't make decisions to save myself. Oh, Moon and Libra problems. No rush with decisions, you know? Shiospidu says, get rid of stuff you don't want to take forward or leave behind. Yeah, huge. It matters, you know? Chelsea Ray says, trying to be patient, but also take action around my indecision. Do what you can. Do what you can. And don't underestimate the impact of small, tiny little baby steps. Tiny little baby steps. One moment of a breath for yourself, one card pull, one conversation, one small thing. And truly, like September, October, we don't want to do the most because eclipse seasons do the most. The universe is doing the spell for us, and we just kind of have to be along for the ride. We don't want to do the most. So really don't underestimate the power of a little moment to yourself, a little moment of setting intention. Amira says, starting grad school, and this is the vibe. So friggin' proud of you, my love. Friggin' crushing it. So excited. Beautiful new beginnings. Shiospido says, Swedish death cleaning, their books and internet resources. I'm going to Google that because I'm friggin' fascinated. Swedish death clearing sounds really cool. Samantha says, good luck in grad school. That's awesome. Yes. Amazing. So good. Let's pull another card and see what comes up for us here. Shiospidu says, kind of like Marie Kondo, but also considering others. Okay. Yep. Nine of Wands. And on the root of the deck, we have yet again the Seven of Pentacles. So, Nine of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Wands. Make yourself feel good this weekend. Make yourself feel good so that you can feel safe enough in your body, not clinging to things, not on edge, not worried. You want to feel safe enough so that you can get out of the Nine of Swords thinking, out of the worry. Give it a rest for a moment. You can come back to it. You can come back, but just for a moment. Support yourself in feeling safe enough to think forward and maybe set some intentions for the fall and eclipse season from a safe place within yourself and not from a place of fear. When we're in the Nine of Swords, we can be a little afraid. We can be in that kind of like fear thinking. In the Nine of Wands, we're like very activated. This is like exhaustion. We're like so tired. We're still processing. We haven't even like come to a place where we're allowing ourselves to be like in touch with our emotions because we're heightened. This weekend, do what you can to just give yourself a break from whatever you need a break from so that you can just think forward from a safe place, you know? Do what you need to do. Give that gift to yourself. You won't regret it. I promise you. You will not regret it. So let's pull a spell casting oracle card. And tomorrow is the last day to save $15 and more on my Season of the Witch readings. Book yours while you can and get it before first eclipse of the season. And if you like, I'm more than happy to look at your birth chart and make a recommendation as to which reading you should get so that you can make an astrologically informed decision. Slide into the DMs, my loves. Happiness. Happiness. In the quest for happiness, you need to decipher what it is that truly gives you a cheery disposition. This may be through a loving relationship, securing a top job, gaining popularity, acquiring new clothes, purchasing a shiny car, being surrounded by pets, or going on holiday. Yet, the key to happiness is to see joy and perfection in absolutely everything, which in turn gives you a buzz of magic from deep within. The feeling of elation is what you wish to experience. So focus on the positive and be the one to turn frowns upside down. Get everyone smiling. When you choose happiness, your mood is elevated and you tap into a limitless supply of joy. Happy days. Magical meanings. An event has a very happy outcome. Actively seek out situations that are positive and uplifting. Good news arise. Happiness is yours. A happy outcome is assured. I'll take it. I'll take it. Sometimes it can just be as simple as that. This little thing makes me happy. And how about that? How about that? Make yourself feel happy. And remember how powerful you can be when your cup is full and you're feeling good, knowing who you are. A powerful, unstoppable force of nature. All right, my loves, that is it for me. Thank you for joining me for this Thursday evening live. I'm going to be doing a live on eclipse day 1, September 17th. It's an exclusive live AMA by donation. Join me for the Pisces lunar eclipse, starting off the new 2-year series. You can pay what you can. Join me. It's going to be a night. I'm going to talk about it, and we're going to make some magic. So apart from that, my books are open, and you can browse my readings at the link in my bio. Have a wonderful weekend, my loves.